welcome to Creator Spotlight. We are here this week with Pepto, who has made some amazing story-based adventure rooms, which are super fun to go through. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Hi guys. I'm Pepto. I'm 37 years old, and I live in the Midwest. And I have a background in computer animation. Actually, studied communication or animation and got a bachelor's degree. And I work in IT field. But this is where I come to express my creativity. It's nice to get off work and have a platform like Rec Room to come to and create and share ideas.
Right. What platform do you play on?
I play on the PlayStation 4.
Okay, and how long have you been playing Rec
Yep.
Room?
I got Rec Room just about January, actually, about the first of the year. And one of my coworkers at work introduced it to me. He said, "Oh, you got VR? You got to try this." And now it's about the only VR game I play. I love this.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. What kind of rooms really inspire you to build in Rec Room?
I love like anywhere you can explore. I like to go into a room and like have questions immediately when I get. Also, when people tend to use things as maybe they weren't originally intended to be used, that always like gets my creativity juices going as well. So it's really fun to see what the community is creating.
Awesome. What's been some of your favorite projects to work on?
Well, most currently, we just finished this Mythos Lab science room that we built with my friends Malcolm and Harrison and Mia and Utini. And of course, I couldn't forget Sarah Lynn. And this is the first really big project that like group project I've been a part of. And it's still really fresh to me. And I've learned so much from working with those guys. And we had a lot of fun like borrowing each other's design ideas and trying to like build a cohesive world together. It's been a lot of fun, and those guys have been really great to work with. One of my first really big rooms was the Great Outdoors. It's seen a lot of plays and was actually part of one of our first creators contest. All I really wanted to build was like a really nice campsite at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
So this was right after we just got the ability to fly. And everybody started really breaking out of the rooms and everything. And so I had the opportunity to take advantage of the laser tag map as a nighttime map. And I really just wanted to build a nice campsite with a campfire and have people like hang out and talk and chill.
Yeah.
And I kept the room open. Well, once I got most of it built, I kept it open to the public as I was building, and that was the best thing I could have done because so many awesome people came into the room to hang out and play music and tell stories.
Right.
And then they just started contributing all these ideas to the room. They were like, "You should add a cave." And I was like, "Oh, that's a really fun idea. I should add a cave." So I went to like the corner of the map and added a cave in. And all these ideas from all these people who I'm now like really good friends with, like just made the room what it was. Keeping it open and getting that feedback from everybody joining made that such a fun room to build because it was just a small idea I had and it blew up into something really big and fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember my first time going in there. It was
Yep.
really cool for me to see how like a map could just be so much more depending on like, who came in and what was going on and all that stuff.
And that's kind of become a thing with my rooms too, is that I don't want to give them a really strong narrative. Like, for example, Wreck Airlines. Like I don't tell them what to do in Wreck Airlines. It's like here's an airplane, here's an airlines, like here's a place where the metal detector is or the ticket booth is. And it's really funny. People go in there and they'll just like go to the stations and they'll start working there, you know.
What sort of process do you go through when you're designing a room?
Okay. So what I like to think about is how do I want well with a lot of my Pepto quests, my Pepto adventure rooms,
Yeah.
I like to think about how do I want the player to affect this world? How do I want them to leave their mark on it? I have a lot of rooms where like you'll see one area and then you'll come back and see it again and it'll be like different than what you saw it the first time or maybe you'll cause a solar eclipse or something like that, you know.
Right.
I like to have that wow moment where the character feels like they have or the player feels like they have some kind of influence and stuff on the room and stuff and can see the mark that they left. I want to leave breadcrumbs for the player. I don't want to tell them, "Hey, push this button." I'm more likely to say, "Don't push this button," and then see what the player does.
What would be your top tip for new creators?
Okay. So yeah, what I suggest just to kind of keep that momentum that you're going to need to really build a project is to build something you're really excited about. Because there are a lot of frustrations and there are a lot of setbacks you're going to run into. You might forget to save after a couple hours. Save a lot. Save often. Because if you don't save and the game crashes on you and you've been working for 2 hours, that's gone.
Oh
It's history.
no.
And it hurts when you forget because you get caught up. You get caught up when you're building and you get excited and you're like, oh, this looks good. This looks great. And you forget. Don't forget to save. But like I said, if you're building something you're passionate about and you're excited about, when you have those setbacks and you lose hours of work, you're going to jump right back in and keep building again, and you're going to enjoy it.
Thanks so much to Pepto for joining us this week. Be sure to like and subscribe below for more Rec Room content, and we'll see you next week on Creators Spotlight.